Alright guys, Leicester have just beaten Watford 4-1 in the FA Cup, and it was an entertaining game to watch. Watford were definitely better than the scoreline would suggest, I thought. They definitely had their moments in attack, which they, on another day, could have done better with. But it started off with a piece of poor defending from Serralta for Watford, from a corner, just pulling Vestergaard, I think it was, to the floor and conceding a penalty in about the 7th minute, which Yuri Tielemans tucked away. Um, Ironically, I think he scored the final goal in the FA Cup last season, so scored the first one for Leicester this season as well. Um, and then James Maddison made it 2-0 after about 20 minutes. It, what was the goal like? I can't I've forgotten what the goal was like. Oh, it was an absolutely brilliant pass by Admola Lookman, reverse pass to play it through to Maddison, who clipped it over the keeper, and that was a nice finish. But the pass from Lookman was amazing. Lookman had a brilliant game today. He was really good in the creative areas. But Watford not equalised, pulled one back straight away through João Pedro. It was again a nice flick from Fletcher, and Pedro clipped it over Danny Ward in the Leicester goal into the top corner to make it 2-1. And that was pretty much it for until half time. But both sides had a couple of half chances, but nothing major really. And then Leicester restored their leads early on in the second half. Harvey Barnes making it 3-1. Again, a brilliant pass through by Admola Lookman, and it was initially given offside, but VAR overturned it, and rightly so, because he was onside. And it was a good finish from Barnes as well, and that made it 3-1. And then Watford were unlucky not to score. They hit the bar through a deflected shot from I think it was João Pedro, and and then we had the break in the game due to the floodlights stopped working, which wasn't the most convenient thing ever. Stopped it for about 5 minutes. But it's always entertaining to watch when the floodlights go out, I guess. Not really. It was 3-1 at that point, and Leicester made it 4 near the end of the game through Mark Albrighton. Barnes tried to lay it off for Maddison. Maddison left it for Lookman. Lookman got a shot off. It was blocked, and it fell to Albrighton. He smashed it in, and that made it 4-1. I did think I've forgotten Leicester's left starting left back. I've forgotten his name. Something Campbell. I thought he was slightly lucky to stay on the pitch in the first half. He got booked, and then for the second one, he sort of slipped, but the top half of his body's gone to grab. I can't remember who it was again. I think it might have been Jose Perez, and he sort of pulled him to the floor, but he had slipped, so I guess he kind of got away with it. It might have been a bit harsh to give him a second yellow for that, though. But yeah, it was a really good game to watch, and Leicester are through. It's pretty much it, really. What else was I going to say? Yeah, I also thought Hamza Chowdhury had a very good game for Leicester, considering the fact that he was playing in a very unfamiliar position at centre-back. And other than a couple of errors, maybe, he generally played quite well and was a very good leader in the back line for Leicester. Although there was a moment in the second half where I can't remember who it was. I think it might have been Pedro, or might have been Cucho Hernandez as well. But the Watford player played the ball through, and one of the Watford strikers took it past the keeper, and did get a slight knock from number 62. What's his name? I keep forgetting names today. I can't remember his name, but he sort of knocked him over, and it was minimal contact, so I don't think it was quite enough for a penalty. So I'll give Mike Dean the benefit of the doubt for that one. Uh, but yeah, Leicester are through. There have also been some other shocks today in terms of results in the FA Cup. Cambridge beating Newcastle has got to be right up there. Cambridge of League One beating the richest club on the earth. And Newcastle had a fairly strong side out as well. The only players they were really missing were Callum Wilson and I can't remember who was starting at centre back, but I think Jamal Lascelles might have been missing. But yeah, it was a very strong lineup, Newcastle put out as well. So that was very surprising to see them lose that. But yeah, but Watford weren't as bad as losing 4-1. I didn't think personally. Yeah, but Lookman was the best player today for me. He had a brilliant game. Some of the passes he was playing were absolutely superb. But yeah, that's pretty much all I've got to say. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.